introducing one of my favorite guests, one of my favorite people. Sarah is in the building. Hello, Sarah. How are you doing?
Hello, I am doing great. How are you today?
I am alive. Sarah, please, for the people who don't know, please tell them about your beautiful new podcast so they can tune in.
Okay. So I recently started a podcast back in January called The Middle of Everything. It's all about how we're basically in the middle of a bunch of shit in our lives. And I'm almost 40, so I'm probably right in the middle of my life. And having a series of midlife crises. So I talk about things that I'm going through in hopes that other people can connect with that. I also get some emails from listeners and I talk through those emails and give advice if I can, or just tell them if they're being crazy or not.
I like it. I like So when did you start your podcast?
My first episode was released in January.
January, and now it's April, so you've been at it for 4 months.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. What made you start podcasting in the first place?
So, when I was in college, my minor was communications, and a big part of that was media. But as you get to learn about the industry as a whole, media and entertainment, there are obviously different sectors of that are kind of becoming obsolete. And even when I was in college and I graduated in 2008, our radio was already becoming obsolete. So I knew I wasn't going to have a career in radio, but I love public speaking. I'm really good at public speaking. My previous job was a lot of public speaking. And I know that I have a lot to say. I know I have a lot of good thoughts and my friends always come to me for advice. So I figure, why not let the rest of the world have my gift of being able to talk through things? And actually, I think being on your podcast last time was like a big kick in the ass for me to like start it. I was like, I can totally do this. Like, what am I doing? I've been wanting to do it for a long time. And I was like, I can do this. Like, I can do anything I put my mind to. So why don't I just start it? And that's when I came up with the concept. And so I have 12 episodes out so far.
I like it. I love it. It's super dope. And two things. A, congratulations on getting 12 episodes in so far. And
Thanks.
also it's it's super commendable and super dope that you recognize that you have things to say and believe in yourself enough to start a podcast. A lot of people will have dreams and aspirations or things they want to do and then not pursue them. So I'm definitely super happy for you that you took the step to do so because not everyone does.
Thank you. Yeah. And, like, I know you know a little bit about mine and Mike's journey with infertility. And I feel like that is just something I don't have control over no matter what I do. Like, that's out of my control. Whatever happens, happens. But this was very much something that I could birth, if you will. I could create it, I could nurture it, I could grow it. And it's been a really good outlet for me just to talk. Like, I have a sweatshirt that says "Born to Yap." Like, so me, I just like to talk. So,
But that makes sense. That's very like human, like that's very therapeutic, and I'm sure
yeah.
even you to use your podcast as like therapy. Um,
Mhm.
if you had to give any advice to any new beginning podcasters or anyone who wants to get into podcasting, what would you give them?
I think for me, the biggest hurdle was getting comfortable being on camera. So at first, I started with just audio, and I would say that's a really great way to start is just get used to being on the mic and talking to literally no one. And even if you're not recording for publish, like just start talking to yourself. Honestly, I talk to myself all the time. So doing it in front of a recording device helps even more. Another thing is, like, I thought that I hated the way my voice sounded, but I actually really enjoy listening to my podcast back because I like the way my recorded voice sounds. So if there's those things that are keeping you from starting, record for yourself. You don't have to publish yet. Just start recording and just start saying things and ask your friends what they would want to hear out of a podcast. Your ideas don't have to be original. You just have to talk. You just have to do a good job at it. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. And it just takes practice.
I think that was banging advice for any beginner podcasters or anyone looking to get into podcast or anyone looking to express themselves. So look at Sarah,
Yeah,
the advice guru, the podcast guru.
I try.
How long did you think about starting a podcast before you actually got into it?
God, honestly, probably like years. I think like 2 years ago, I created a podcast, but I never followed through with it. And it was something completely different, a completely different concept. And I might still do this but I might make it like bonus episodes with my mom,
Mm,
and it's called Me, Mom, and Murder. And because I am obsessed with true crime.
gotcha.
So the whole concept would be me reading 2 snippets of, like, a case, and my mom would have to guess which one was real and which one was fake. And then I would obviously tell her which one was real and fake, and then I would read the real one and get her reaction, and I think I'm still gonna do it because now that I'm, like, in the podcast world and I know what to do, I think it'll be a little bit easier. But my mom is very expressive, so I think reading these true crime stories to her would be absolutely hilarious, to be honest, because her reaction, she'd be like, "My goodness!" Like, that's how she is.
I
So,
got that's
yeah.
a great idea. And I feel like
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would be funny. So, I mean, I've had the concept in my mind. And then with this podcast, I came up with like, because I have so much heavy stuff going on in my life. Like, we just went through, we've been going through infertility, and we did IVF last year, and my stepmom passed away last year. And originally, my whole concept was going to be to talk about those types of big things in my life, but I was like hesitating to do it so much. And then when I thought about it, I was like, of course I'm hesitating to do it. I literally live in this stuff every single day of my life. I
mm,
don't want to talk about it. I want to talk about other people's shit. I want to talk about other people's drama.
mm.
Like, I don't want to harp on mine and dwell on mine all the time. So I was like, what if I can use my voice to help other people with their problems? And that's kinda how it all started.
Well, that brings me to my next question. Who do you feel like your podcast is for?
I feel like my podcast is for anyone in the world who is going through anything. I think it spans vast, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, generations. Like, I already have people that listen to my podcast that are in their late or, like, early 20s up to, I think it was, like, 70s. I have people, my friends' parents, who listen to the podcast, and they're like, we have such a different view of things. Like, we never would have thought of it that way. And I'm glad I listened to that episode because I would have never known that that was something that people think about, or like that would be a way to respond. So I really think that I do have something for everyone. Maybe not every episode, but I definitely put out enough variety of episodes and different types of, like, different categories of things that I think anyone could listen to it. If you're living life, you're in the middle of something, whether it's a new job or a new relationship or in the middle of figuring out what you want to do with your life, there's something there for you.
I like it. So if you're listening to this, Sarah's podcast is for you. What do you want people to feel after listening to an episode?
So my main goal was for people to feel like we were just sitting on the couch together having a conversation. Um, I've tried to make all of my episodes be very conversational, like as if we could just be talking back and forth, like we are kind of now, like just talking back and forth, and feel very comforted. And also, I want them to feel like they're not alone in whatever it is they're in the middle of,
Of
because whether they can relate exactly to my situation or somebody else's situation, or not, it's still, I think, something very comforting for humans to know that other people are going through things as well, and they're not the only ones that are sitting in the middle of a bunch of bullshit.
I think that's dope. I think that's important too because I feel like a lot of times when different people are going through different things or like either the loss of someone or just losing their job or whatever you're going through, I feel like a lot of people feel like that they're alone, like they're lonely and they don't have anybody and whatnot. So the fact that your podcast, like that's what you want people to feel after listening to an episode, I think that's really dope and really powerful.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I did a whole episode on grief too because I know that was a big one. That's a big one for people is even if you're grieving with a bunch of people around you, like even if you're grieving with your family, the way you feel it can be different than how they feel it. And sometimes that makes you feel alone, but
Right.
we all grieve differently and I wanted that episode to really resonate with people to understand that we're all grieving something, whether it's a person, a job, a relationship, we're all grieving. So it's easy to talk about grief if you just start talking about it.
Absolutely. If your podcast blows up, what impact do you want it to have?
Oh, man,
Heavy
I don't
hit.
know that I've ever thought of that.
You're
Let's
welcome.
see. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. You know, I think it just goes back to I want people to feel like there's a safe space that they can go to.
Mm.
And maybe someday I'll write a book. Who knows?
I
I've
can
always wanted to write a book.
I can
Um,
see that within the next like year or two, or like 1 year or two.
yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, I think that that would be something like I just never want people to feel alone. Like I always want people to know that like even if they don't know me, they can reach out to me just if they need to talk. Like I want so many people to know that I'm here for them to talk to about whatever is going on or just to listen that my inbox is flooded with emails that I can barely read all of them. Like that's all I want from this. Like I don't even care about making money from it. Like, I just want to impact people, even if it's just one person a year or one person a month, whatever it is. I just want them to feel comforted and I don't want them to feel alone.
Well,
That's really all I want.
one thing that I can say with like damn near like certainty, um, is that as long as you stay with it, like stay consistent with it, like that'll definitely happen, and it won't be like one a year or one a month. It'll be like a lot. As long as if that's what you truly want and that's like your intentions, I feel like that'll definitely end up happening because it's genuine and it's authentic and like energy. It's the reciprocation of energy and whatnot. So I think if that's what you want,
Yeah.
that's definitely what you'll end up getting. Or
Yeah, for sure.
what's something nobody told you before you started about podcasting that you experienced?
Well, nobody told me anything about podcasting, really.
Okay.
So I had to learn everything on my own.
Did you you didn't like watch like podcasting videos or anything like that?
No,
Okay.
I just figured it out. I just kinda did it. I just, like, jumped right in, and I was like, "I'll figure it out.
I like it.
No problem.
Here it is.
Whatever."
Authentic.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I really watched videos on was using the software. Yeah, we both use the same ones. That's really it. I'm still figuring out some of the stuff on there, but yeah.
I've been doing podcasting for like almost 2.5 years and whatnot. So I'm still like new things all the time.
Yeah.
So it's always, you always learn something. There's always
Yeah,
you can
for sure.
learn. What platform has been working best for you?
I get the most views on Apple Podcasts, actually, or most listens on Apple Podcasts. I upload through Spotify, so that keeps track of everything for me. But I need to get to 1,000 views or 1,000 streams and downloads so that I can start the subscription part of it. Once I do the subscribers, and I'm going to put out some different types of episodes. I'll probably do some true crime and talk about local cases because we don't get to hear those a lot. So,
That's a way to.
yeah,
That's not funny.
I know.
from my perspective, I think that's fucking hilarious. Just because, like, I don't know, I can see that popping off, and then it's like something from like Socrates or something from like Kingston or something from Red Hook or whatever. And
Mhm.
there's definitely shit going on.
I know, and, a lot of people choose, like, just straight up murder
Mm.
for their podcast, but I wanna find, like, kind of the, like, a little bit peculiar crimes, like, the ones that are a little bit different, like, you don't really hear about all the time, so,
Like low key,
I'm definitely gonna do my what?
like low key ones, like jaywalking.
Not like jaywalking, but, like, I don't know, something weird like somebody was robbing the store with their pants down or something. I don't know. Like I just wanna, like, find something strange.
Florida is like full of that.
I know.
Florida is
I know. It's crazy.
shit, like every day is something crazy in Florida.
You can always tell when, like, because I listen to true crime podcasts constantly, and you can always tell by the when they start their story. I'm like, oh, this happened in Florida. I know it happened in Florida, and I'm always right on it. I'm like, yep, that happened.
That's like,
They're just wild.
is there another place like that? Is that like a second wild place like Florida?
I think Florida is the most wild place. California has, I think, the most, like, different kind of crimes that you hear about.
Okay, that makes sense.
And New York City, obviously, too, because, so many people there.
So let me ask you this. What is one mistake with podcasting that you've already learned from?
One mistake. Well, I got a new mic the other day and I didn't test it before I recorded an entire episode. And I recorded an entire episode and didn't listen to it back right away, and I had to delete the whole thing. So, one thing I learned is to test all of your equipment before you hit record because it was an hour-long episode about my stepmom on her birthday, and now I'm really upset because it was gonna be my tribute episode for her,
That's
but,
it's tough, but I don't know.
yeah.
Sometimes those things happen for not like happen for a reason, but like for lack of better.
Yeah,
Um,
agreed.
but how long was the episode?
45.
That's pretty because your episodes are a little bit shorter than that. Was that like one of your longest episodes?
Yeah, I think it's my second or third longest. My two longest are with the episodes with my husband and my sister, and then that was probably my third longest
Did you when did you do that? Like when did you try to record that?
on her birthday. So it was 2 days ago.
Okay, so you definitely haven't tried to record it again since then.
No,
Are
I
you?
have not.
Are you?
Probably.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll probably do it this weekend, but I am very annoyed because I spent a lot of money on that microphone and it's not working. So,
Yeah, that's the worst too. It's trials and tribulations.
yeah.
I really like the mics I have. This is not sponsored. They're not paying me. But it is Comica. Yeah, Comica. They look like these.
Oh, the little ones, yeah, yeah. So, like, I like my little ones that I have, but I got, like, the big, like, the good, like, one of
Oh, you
these,
got like
and
what's that? The Yeti, the Blue Yeti, or whatever.
it's a Rode, I don't know. And then I have, like, the
Oh,
stand for it,
so is that the
but
wasn't working?
yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
think it's my cord.
yeah. I want to say that's a really good mic.
I know, I actually think it's because I was connected to my phone. I have to try it on my computer and see if it works on my computer. But the video from my computer isn't good, so I'm just gonna get a webcam so I can record with the webcam through my computer, and then the quality is better. So, lots of things I have to do until I can get that, and then my friend has, like, a stand he's gonna let me use for it, so
I like
I
it.
don't have to hold it.
Take it
Yeah.
one thing at a time, but that's fire. I like you can see the progression of your podcast and whatnot. So don't
Yeah,
don't just do like
absolutely.
everything all at once and whatnot. But I think that's dope. I really like the mic, and
Yeah.
once you get a webcam and all that good stuff, you're a business. Maybe you'll start streaming.
Yeah. Maybe.
Would you?
We'll see.
Would you?
Yeah, I think so. I was actually thinking about doing it probably, like, towards the end of this month, do, like, a live stream on my Facebook, probably, page, just because I have the most followers there,
Hmm.
and just see how they respond, and then maybe we'll see.
Do you post on TikTok?
Yeah, I do, not a lot. Sometimes if I get really good clips out of my episodes, I'll post them. I just did an episode on our infertility journey, and there was like a clip about how insurance doesn't pay for infertility treatments, and it's which is fucked because so many people go through it.
Mhm.
And that ended up being the clip that I used, and I posted that on TikTok, and people were like, "Yeah." So,
That's good. I'm glad that TikTok is like a great place to go live just because like if you do it often, like you'll get more followers that way or whatever.
that's true.
So that's just something to consider.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you a few more questions about podcasting
Okay.
and we will switch it up. Where do you see your podcast in a year?
I see my podcast having a lot of subscribers, having really awesome bonus episodes and guests, and you'll have to be on my podcast soon
I just need an
so we
invite.
could, you know.
I just need
Yeah, we just gotta do it.
it's 2-0 right now. It's 2-0.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'll have to get you on, but I'm trying to get a bunch of guests together. I have 3 that I'm trying to schedule already, but I just, I just see it still being what it is. I'm trying to make it like a stress-free thing for me, continuing to just hopefully help people and just continue to grow and have lots of subscribers and lots of bonus content and a lot more videos. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, I think the way that you conduct it, it should remain not stressful. Like as long as
Yeah.
you keep the same like principles you have and whatnot, and don't like to put too much on your plate. But it seems like it should be therapeutic more than stressful.
Yeah. And it has been so far. Yeah.
And that's what like that's what I feel like you should make your jobs to be. What is the expression? Like if you pick a job that you love, you never have to work another day in your life or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I frozen?
Yes.
Okay.
You're on Frozen now.
All right. Very last question regarding podcasting. This was a good 30 minutes of podcast talk.
Yeah.
Do you think anyone can make it in podcasting or is it not for everyone?
I don't think it's for everyone.
Mm,
And I say that because some people are way too strong in their convictions and they would only have a certain group of people that would listen to them. Also, not a lot of people are very good at public speaking.
mhm.
And I personally wouldn't want to listen to somebody who can't speak words. Like, that's just my thing. Like,
Yes, speak
you know,
words.
yeah. Like like if you're stumbling over your words constantly or if you're mispronouncing words a lot,
Yeah.
like I'm not going to listen to you. So I don't think it's for everyone only because I don't think number 1 everyone wants to be a podcaster and number 2 not everyone is good at public speaking and that's perfectly okay.
Right,
So,
exactly. I think that was very realistic. I'm actually like, I get surprised when different people say that they're like camera shy or whatever the case may be is, but that's just the reality. Not everyone.
yeah.
I'm talking to Sarah on the podcast. Wait, I'll be on a little bit, okay? All right, I love you.
Hi Jeffrey.
Jeez. Um, uh,
How you doing?
but I think this was super great for a virtual podcast. This is the second time
Yeah,
in one of these, so thank you very much for being my second guest on this format.
no problem.
Do you want to tell the people that see this where to find your podcast, where they can find your social medias, so they can follow you, all that good stuff?
Absolutely. So I stream audio only on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And I do have a YouTube channel. You can find me under the Middle of Everything Pod. And I also have Facebook and I just made an Instagram like yesterday. And they're both under the Middle of Everything Pod. I also have mail if you want me to read your email during an episode. It's the Middle of Everything Pod at gmail.com. Keep it nice and simple. So go listen, follow, and if you need any advice, feel free to message me on any of the social media platforms or email me for advice.
Damn. You know what's crazy? I hope that this is okay. Like, not even that this is okay. I think the first time I did this, I'm like, because they advise you to use headphones. So I think the last time I did this, I used wireless headphones. Hopefully the sound is okay. I would think it will be, and I know they got the setting for it, but I was like, what am I missing right now? But I think that was it. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Fingers
All right, well, fingers crossed.
if you watch this far, out to you. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to the Patreon, because that is where you'll get all the videos and content, early access, bonus videos, all that good stuff. So subscribe to the Patreon. Patreon will be in the description. And until next time, peace.
Bye.
Hey, if you guys like this video, make sure you check out these videos where we talk more about music, dating, and real life situations. Thank you for supporting the podcast. Make sure you check out these videos and make sure you subscribe. Peace.